Okay, so what is our definition of life going to be for adults in my generation, right? Um, we are all busy, right? Raising ourselves. I mean, we're all busy thinking we're done raising ourselves. So we believe we're ready for reproduction stage of life because we have wisdom to surpass for the next generation, right? Although you're only 24, you're only 34, right. So when have you even lived a happy life, right? And the point is that, think about it, as an adult, what do we do to be happy? We get drunk, or drugs and alcohols. What do those things do make us do? Seriously, like, think about it. I want you to take a second to think about it. What comes after tipsy? Or what is being tipsy? What comes after tipsy is drunk, and you're not even, and you're just done. You're not even enjoying it. And getting drunk is not even a stage to be enjoyed, right? You're like out of it. But okay, tipsy, whatever. Good drunk, like good drinking. What does it do? When you say you had fun and you had a good time, right? Without being drunk, you acted like a child. That's what alcohol makes you do. Want to have fun, talk for real, speak your truth, and laugh, be silly, right? Laugh at the dumbest joke, right? Would you laugh would you laugh at a joke of a drunken, um, over a drunk person when you're sober? No, right? It's gonna sound stupid for you. So everything tells us to be connected with the Creator, you have to be like a child. To live life, you have to be like, you really have to treat life like a game, playful. You have to, right? We hear all these different examples and sayings about life, but we don't take it seriously. Why is that? Who says that adulthood is about to be boring? It's all about being boring and not, like, no time to play or to have fun. Like, why can't I be an adult and still act like a child and do what I need to do? What is adulting? Being being miserable and clocking out? Right? That was a conversation earlier. Oh, how are you going to live without working? Because for them in the 3D right now, this what I do doesn't make sense to them. Right? Because they work for money. I'm turning myself into money. Because you share yourself. You're the product. You sell yourself. That's what we are here, to exchange our creations. And some creations, we become it. I become the creation, right? Whatever I create, I am it. Right? Every creator is selling something. That whether it's the actors, or whether it's the singer, whether it's the writer, whoever it is, whether it's the baker, whether it's the doctor, everyone is selling, right? We're selling our gifts, we're sharing. So then our money maker is supposed to be us, ourselves. Anyways, I don't want to think from my mind, but the idea came. It's like, I was watching Girlfriends for the 100th times, and this is the episode when William and Joan got drunk, and I'm just watching them, like, and then I started thinking, wow, it's like we get drunk to act like a child. All this push that we need to be our true selves, it's like, oh my God, right? Because I swear to God, if you truly pay attention to life, especially today, boom, oh my goodness, you know what? Earlier, I wrote out of nowhere, okay, today has been interesting. Today's April 17th. I don't know if everyone is feeling what we're feeling, what I'm feeling. So crazy, like, it's like such a roller coaster of emotions, so high and then so low. Right? And then there was, like, I was so in it, but I let it. So I wrote it. I was like, okay, this feeling is very interesting, but this is a feeling of like shit, feeling like shit. And I was even regretting that I wrote it. I was like, why would I write it? But I was like, whatever. I never done that. But I really wanted to remember. I was like, what the fuck? What is this? Because I'm not PMSing. I said, what the fuck? When did I fall from grace? What happened? Right? I was trying to remember, track back, like what happened that I'm in this emotion. And then, like, my filter has been activated since I woke up, though, right? So I was just saying, since even when I woke up, I felt it. It's like, okay, I guess today's one of those days. I was saying that, wow, today's kind of heavy, and it was cloudy, right? It's April, although it's April in Paris. I mean, in Vegas. I said Paris. Yes, that's my manifestation speaking to me. I'll take that as a wink from you, universe. Thank you very much. But yeah, it was kind of cloudy, so I was just like, whatever. I decided to stay, do whatever I want, right? And then here comes midday, another energy came in, which is another human being, right? And just like, and he was also not feeling it, so that made me be like, no, I don't want. I can only handle my own, right? So I had to disperse this fucking energy. So like, yeah, I made breakfast, blah blah blah, but still, I went out of it, listened to music for a little bit. I was listening to Sean Kingston out of nowhere. I mean, Dirty with Nicki Minaj. I remember I took the time to study the lyrics. I'm such a fan of Nicki, but I love that song, as a reggae reggae fan, as a Rasta. But yeah, I was listening to Sean Kingston out of nowhere, the whole album, I started listening to the Recession. I love that album by Young Jeezy. I just listened to old songs. In the frequency, I felt it like it was just awesome. Then I was led to listen to a clean beat, and I wrote a lyrics. It was beautiful. And then again, an hour later, it's like, oh my God, went back to it again. Oh, but when I was on that high frequency though, I was like, okay, don't just write about the bad, because I started laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I felt a frequency shift, and I didn't know what I did. Right? And I'm like all excited to watch my show and everything all of a sudden. So I was like, okay, I wrote that down. So what I'm saying is that if we are true to ourselves, we are actually gonna look that as an insane person. Whether you like it or not, you become like a childlike when you are connected to yourself. Because look at creators. You don't age, you stop aging. Even if you do age, you can still, like some people, like, you can see that they're like in their fucking 80s, 90s, but they're just so childlike, and you just love being around them. You can see their eyes are like so alive. They're so old, but their eyes are so alive. I met so many old people like that. It's like, I came across a lot of earth angels. So, but yeah, when you are really, really genuinely happy, you become like a baby. What does a baby do? A baby respects every emotion, right? That's why, you get up and you just cater to him, because he's too real for his emotions for you to ignore it. He won't ignore it. But what we do as an adult, we think it's a good thing, or we think it's life, or we think this is how it's supposed to be. Whoever the fuck told us that, I'm not supposed to entertain my feelings. I'm supposed to ignore the bad feeling, and I'm supposed to only look forward for the... Guess what, though? Even in this mind state, even when the good manifestation happens, you won't entertain it for that long. I talk about this on my book so many times, right? It's like the Starbucks analogy. The rude barista, and they took so long, and you know how it's like, and on top of that, it's a rude barista versus they took their, they took so long that they give you a free coffee, and they give you a good, even if without even if it's not a free coffee, if they apologize, if they were sincere, so if, like, sincerely apologize, like, you can tell when a person apologizes, right? But like, okay, let's say that you got that free coffee. You won't even entertain that happiness until you turn that right out of the parking lot from Starbucks. By the time you got to work, you're done. You see how, because you don't have a fuel, because life is about a fuel. I talk about this. There is a fuel for the negative and then the positive. Or I talk about it as like a bank account. There is a positive energy bank account. There's a negative energy bank account that we all have. And it starts at as young as age 0. But as an adult, what we need to be worried about, because no one is going to come to save us, it's like, As an adult, you can't blame, it's just like you have to be there for yourself, right? No one's coming to save you, right? So it's like, is your positive, because your positive account, energy account is overdrawn, right? That free coffee is only gonna last you until you like make that right to the out of the Starbucks driveway. But guess what? You're negative. If let's switch that to the other example. It could last like up to like your lunch break, right? It could ruin your whole day, the first couple of customers, and then you continue that, and you continue to attract customers that are on your vibration. That's what we need to understand. We are vibration first, and there is a positive and a negative, and it's everywhere. You just choose to tune into that. And it doesn't mean you have to choose only the positive one. No, you can't do that. You can't balance it by that. Because, again, it needs to be balanced. Because, again, when you're, like, too positive, what happens? You become annoying, right? It's like, ugh. Like, have you met, like, a person that just, their life experience is like a walk in the park? I mean, good for them. But I've met people like that when I was younger. Not like, right? Like, it's like, oh. You become, no substance, right? Because life is meant to be both positive and negative. When those two balances, you start to enjoy life, genuinely. When that starts to happen, inspiration is going to come. Because inspiration can only come when you are connected with your true self. Yeah, today has been a very, very interesting day. And I'm doing this recording at 10:03. April 17th, I'm done with you. I'm ready for tomorrow. But you've been great. It's been great. Like, I woke up this morning, I prayed, right, for the day full of insights, and yeah. Emotions come and go, so don't be defined by them, right? You get to decide. I'm not saying to run away from them. Feel your anger. You have to feel. You're here to feel. That's what you mean. That's what human being human is. That's what a human is, basically. We're just here to feel. We vibrate. We're walking frequencies. That's all we do. We're vibrational beings first. We vibrate. We affect one another. So, yeah, please let's wake up.